Yes.
Set it up. Okay. It's about roughly an hour long. We can play it from start to finish.
No, we'll have to play it in bits. We can't spend 1 hour listening to it. We said we didn't sit down to start reading all the other exhibits.
Maybe just play the first 10 minutes, a way of quick pace, and then take it to.
We'll play the first 5 minutes, then we'll go to the center, and then go to the last. We'll just conclude.
Particularly by the last 6 minutes extra. And do the video and then the last minute. And the first 5 minutes, do the video 2-3 minutes.
Well, let's start because we will also have that audio. We already have it in the past. In fact, I listened to part of it yesterday when I was going to the park.
The problem is it's demonstrating.
Just put it, we have it. I'm sure, Clement, you also have the audio. So since we all have the audio, why we are playing is to ensure that we have the same thing. And that was why I played it a bit yesterday, to ensure that what I'm going to listen to is what is the same thing. So that's really what I need to play. Yes, please. That's the see what now? Do what?
Which room is not enabled, so.
The connecting has been
Oh, Balo just connected now.
okay, fantastic.
So I don't know what the one I was listening to yesterday it was speaking faster than this.
That's why I was thinking that it's important that we.
Is that how your own was? Okay, so I may have increased. Okay. This one, yes. Okay.
Because we have, I think, tried to see whether we could. I hope you're all keeping well and keeping safe. We're all trying our best to keep well and safe here as well. Now, before we carry on, I'd first of all like to apologize on behalf of the directors on a few things. First of all, there seemed to be a bit of communication lapse in what was going on between the school and the parents. That is not intended, and I'd say that initially when all of this started, we wanted to quickly get to grips with everything that was going on. It's also new to everybody. So we wanted to quickly get to grips with everything going on. We wanted to establish contact with the parents along with our heads of school. And we have, initiated meetings with our heads of schools to make sure that, we could put a package together that was, usable for the children and the parents would be happy about. Now, we've had a series of meetings just to make sure that that was in place. And what we really wanted to do initially was to ask for some feedback. We did ask the heads of school to ask parents for feedback as to what had happened for the last 2 weeks of last term, just so that from that feedback we can then work on something that was going to work for this term, obviously learning from any errors or mistakes and making things better. Now, from what we've been told, not a lot of parents responded So based on that feedback as well as the feedback from the teachers, we went ahead and established what we have in what we did. And then it was also a lot of, we did one-to-one with the teachers actually watching all the lessons. So we asked for a 10-minute presentation along with the head of school just to see where we're at, so that we could make any judgments, correct, improve, and things like that. And we did that for every single teacher. And where we felt that things needed to improve, mentioned that, and in conjunction with the heads of schools, they passed the messages on. We gave feedback, and we believe that those positive changes were made. So going from there, part of the what we wanted to do was also to meet with you parents, to hear from you so that we can work together and go towards this very new situation as a team. When we initiated meetings with you, it was accepted during some of our consultations with the heads of school. And then we also then got a
Yes, kindly unmute.
Okay, I have. Can hear. I can't hear anything.
Okay,
Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Jide, can you speak?
I can hear you now. Sorry, can you be clear? I can hear you again. I can hear you, but I can't hear what you're saying right now.
I'm sorry. At the time of the meeting,
You don't want to reduce the volume.
You can sit down if you think it will make her hear you better.
Yes, I can hear you.
at the time of the meeting,
I think someone's mic needs to be muted. Sorry, go on.
It's fine now.
Okay.
at the time of the meeting, how many children were there?
At the time of the meeting, how many children
Did you have?
in the school? I think we must have had about 153 children. Thereabouts, about that.
My lord, I will be objecting to the question. This is examination in chief. The witness ought to have put on a statement before the court.
I just wanted to refer her to this B10 and B11. Because in the meeting, it was referred to. Did you know that evidence?
I've stopped hearing.
Yes, can you see this document? No document. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That's the sound. Okay.
One of the documents referred to in the
I can't hear again. I can hear you. I think once your Lord's mic is on mute, I cannot hear again.
Can you hear me on this one?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
All right, thank you. I am referring you to Lydia's document,
Okay.
Lydia Idima, which is one of your exhibits for this court.
Mhm.
Can you confirm? There are two of them. This one is signed by the accountant.
Okay.
Can you confirm that this was the document
Yes.
referred to in that meeting?
Yes.
10 and 11 and the supplement to 12 and 11.
What did you say?
No. Ask for places.
You're muted.
Ask for places. Do I have the kind permission of the court to sit? I'm grateful, my lord. Good afternoon, Mrs. Idigbe.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your full name again for the court?
It's Emma Idigbe.
So you made 2 witness statements before this honorable court in respect of this suit. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. In your witness statement, you disclosed that you were employed by the claimant in January 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
Employed by the claimant in January 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that you were appointed as head of school.
Yes.
Prior to your employment as head of school, have you ever been appointed head of school in any other institution?
No.
Yes, my lord. Oh, I apologize, my lord. January 2018. January 2018. Were you ever employed as head of school in any other institution? Mrs. Idigbe?
Are you asking a question?
Yes. Were you employed as head of school in any other institution prior to your employment with the claimant?
No, I haven't.
So you were in fact the school's first head of school.
Yes, because I started the school, so I was in fact the school's first head of school.
Thank you
At the
very much.
time I was appointed as well, there was 0 children in the school, so I was in fact the first head of school.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Can you repeat your answer, please?
I said I was the first head of school I was the first head of school of the school, the claimants. And when I was head of school, there was 0 children. So in fact, I was the first head of school for the school.
And that she was the first head of school. Okay, ask her, please. So do you recall signing a contract of employment with the claimant?
Yes, I did. I do recall.
And your contract of employment refers to a staff handbook and a job description.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're also aware that the contract of employment, together with the handbook, provides the procedure for termination of your employment
I'm fully aware of that.
and also a grievance procedure.
Aware of that.
Yes, and grievance procedure. So can you confirm to the court that under your terms of employment, you are required to give 2 terms notice of resignation as a management staff?
Yes, I can confirm that I'm required to give 2 terms notice, which I did. Two and a half, in fact, I gave.
Can you please take that again?
Are
How
you
long
talking to me?
notice?
You said you
How
gave
much
2.5.
notice?
Yes, 2.5 terms notice. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay. Can you please take a look at Exhibit D18?
Mhm.
Resignation email. D18.
G18 should be the email of 4 May, 4th of May.
D18 is a resignation email.
Yes, it's not that. Where's the D18? Okay. So in your email,
Mhm.
I'm not sure how to present this to the witness, my
If
lord.
you put it before the camera, it will show. Just put it in front of
So this
exactly.
is your email,
Yeah.
right? Can you tell the court who this email was addressed to?
The email was
This is
addressed
the
to the
resignation
claimant.
email of
Okay.
May 2020.
Okay. I'm sure you have another resignation email, my initial resignation email from February. I believe you
No,
would
I'm-
have that as well, right?
No, answer her question. She's
Okay.
showing you exhibit D18. And she
Okay.
asked who it was addressed to.
The claimant.
It was addressed to
The claimant. So the school.
Sorry, can you take that again? Did you say the
The-
parents?
The directors of the claimant. Can I see?
I didn't quite get
She
you.
said it was addressed to the claimant.
Claimant. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, the first thing she said was it was addressed to the claimant.
Mhm.
As court
Then
pleases.
it was an explanation. So I can put the directors of the claimant.
So after you issued this email notice to the school, did you continue to work or undertake any assignments for the school?
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Repeat your question, please.
So after you issued this notice, did you continue to undertake any assignments or instructions on behalf of the claimant?
I didn't because I was forced to
Thank
stop
you very
working for
much.
them. Thank you.
Are you also aware?
Yes.
As court pleases.
So what I have is after I issued the notice, that's exhibit D18, I did not continue to perform any duties for the defendant.
As court pleases.
Okay.
Are you also aware that the claimant had scheduled a parents, head of school and directors meeting, Zoom meeting for the 1st of May, 2020?
Yes.
And that you, okay.
Is it parents, head of school?
Yes, and directors, the claimant's directors.
Yes.
You're also aware that that meeting was supposed to be an alignment meeting between the parents, the directors, and the heads of school.
Sorry, repeat the question.
I said, are you also aware that the meeting was supposed to be an alignment meeting? It was supposed to be a joint consultation between the parents, the heads of school, and the school directors.
Yes.
So it is also correct.
Let me finish.
Ascot, please.
Yes.
It is also correct that you as director, as head of school, and Dr. Roy as head of upper school had a meeting with the parents prior to the director's meeting.
With the parents?
Yes.
I don't recall.
Thank you.
Dr. Roy, director of what?
The head of school for upper school. Dr. Roy is the head of school for upper school.
And the teachers.
Yes, and the teachers. And the parents.
And the parents. Had a meeting
Yes.
before
The directors and parents meeting.
So I do not recall that.
After previous.
Yes.
Please take a look at exhibit. My apologies for exhibit D12. It's okay, D32, sorry, because it's a continuation. It's D32.
32.
Yes, my lord.
Email
That's the
20th April.
correct. Yes. That's the email from lead or issued by Lydia Idima.
Okay. Can I see the bottom? Can I see the full document? The bottom of the page?
Can you see it?
The bottom, I think it's on the next page. I'll just flip over.
You recognize the documents, Mr. Emma?
I need to see it clearly, please.
This one?
So can I see the first page? I need to see what's written on it to be sure. It's gone off screen.
Is it fine?
And move it up, please. So the content.
Sorry?
Okay.
All right. So can you confirm if the text of this letter or email was ever shared with the directors before it was sent to the parents?
First of all, I don't recall.
No, please, it's a question of, yeah, so you
I
don't
don't
recall?
recall.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me
And
get
second
it.
question.
The witness is exhibit D32.
Yes, my lord.
I do not recall.
That the text was shared with the directors.
No. I don't recall the letter, I said. I don't recall the letter. I don't even recall the letter. However, if we're talking about the text, anything shared is shared with the directors. So that's
No,
shared.
I'm
What's your
asking,
question?
but I'm asking specifically about this document.
Okay, my lord.
What's your question?
I
Huh?
said, witness has asked that question. Is there anything shared? Shared with her?
No,
She
No,
said
that's-
she does not recall the documents.
as what
However,
She doesn't recall the document specifically. But if anything shared with her, it's shared with her.
Okay.
Okay.
As per basis.
did you ask a question about sharing?
Yes, my lord. I asked her to confirm if the text was shared with the directors before it was dispersed to the parents.
I cannot confirm if the text was shared with the directors if I cannot recall the document.
Okay, it was shared with the parents.
Yes, this document was
And then
shared
she
with the
said, but
parents.
if anything was shared with the parents, it must have been shared with the directors. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so it was,
And the document we read out.
Okay.
It's a function of translation. It also doesn't matter.
Okay.
Can
So-
you read out the document? Start from the.
This is the email of Lydia Idima, dated 20th May, April 2020. It says school fees payment options. Dear parents, we trust you and the children are staying safe and taking all the necessary precautions at this time. As Mrs. Idigbe mentioned in her letters to the parents, the school is going to resume on the 27th April with online teaching. We are doing all our best to make sure that no child will miss out in teaching during this difficult period of time. Meanwhile, taking into consideration the situation in the whole world at the moment, management of the school decided to give our parents the following offer for the school fees payment. And then it goes on to list a schedule. Deadline for the first installment is Thursday, 23rd April 2020. If you would like to pay full fees, it gives a deadline.
okay.
In order to get updated invoices, please reply to this email indicating the option you choose. If you have any concerns or questions, let us know. It is a very difficult time for everyone. Best wishes, Lydia. So do you recall this letter or this email letter?
Yes, I recall the letter.
Okay.
It was, okay.
Correct. So was this letter shared with the directors before it was circulated to the parents?
The letter was sent to the parents by the directors, and I refused to sign the letter. So it was from the directors. So they had the information.
So by the directors, ask what please. No, my lord. So can you please show us, or do you have any evidence before this court that this letter was shared by the directors?
All I can say at this point was the directors asked me to share the letter. I refused to share the letter, and they gave it to Lydia directly to share with the parents.
Okay.
And I have the evidence. I am the evidence because I'm speaking, right?
Thank you. So are you confirming to this court that this was just an oral instruction, nothing written, nothing before the court to show this instruction to you?
Nothing before the court to show.
The instruction that you purported was given by the directors.
To Lydia.
To you or to Lydia to share this email?
Sorry, come again. What's the question? What are you asking? I need you to repeat the question so it's clear so I
I'm
can
waiting
answer.
for my lord to finish writing.
Okay.
So they gave it to Lydia to share. That's
Okay. So do you have any proof that this draft was shared with Lydia by the directors, or it was shared with you by the director? Do you, yes or no?
No, I'm a direct eyewitness to the event. So I'm the witness, and I'm telling you that it was shared directly with Lydia to share with the parents because I refused to share it and sign it.
Right. So you say that you were a direct eyewitness, but this is an electronic document. So there has to have been some way that that instruction was communicated. At the time of this letter was written, where were the directors?
I don't recall.
I'm sorry?
I don't recall. I don't know. I can't remember. It was during COVID, so it's 2 years ago. During COVID, everyone was at home. We're having hours of phone calls. So yes. Mhm.
So you do confirm that this was not issued over a physical meeting?
What was an
The
issue? The
instruction
paper.
that you mentioned was not issued
No, it was during
a physical
COVID.
meeting.
It was during COVID,
Thank
so
you
it
very much.
wasn't. Thank you.
No, it was not a physical meeting. Okay. At paragraph 37 of your witness statement, you referred to a recording of the meeting, which has now been listened to in open court, which is a meeting between the parents and the directors of the school. You've confirmed to this honorable court that you are aware that there was supposed to be a follow-up meeting between the directors, the parents, and yourself and Dr. Roy as heads of school. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So I put it to you that the real reason for your resignation without notice, actually, is that you wanted to avoid taking responsibility for the complaints made by the parents at those meetings or at that meeting.
The
Is that
reason,
right or wrong?
Wrong. The reason for my second resignation was because I was forced to resign based on the fact that the claimants threw me under the bus in a meeting and came back to me and told me lies that they had my back in the meeting. So I was forced to resign the second time immediately because it was impossible, it would have been impossible for me to carry on working and giving my best. I said I was forced to resign based on what happened in the meeting with the parents. The parents called me to tell me exactly what happened and sent the recording to me, which I listened to, and that made me resign because they came to me and lied to me that that was not how the meeting went. Yeah, some parents called me to tell me how the meeting went and also sent me the recording of the meeting. So I listened to the whole meeting and I realized that the directors came to me and lied to me and tried to pacify me. And then that made me clearly give in my resignation because there was no way I was going to work with them.
They also sent me a recording of it. Is that all?
And no, and they called me and lied to me. So they called me straight after the meeting and lied to me, the claimants, the 3 directors. And lied to me
Okay, thank you. So do you have any recording or proof of this call or representation that was purportedly made by the directors to you, the feedback from the directors with respect to the parents' meeting?
I don't have a recording, but I am the evidence. And my resignation letter kindly, states exactly how I felt. And I referred to the meeting they had. And they accepted the letter, so they knew, and they accepted that as well.
Thank you. Yes, my lord, I'm rounding up. So at page 13 of the handbook, which is exhibit okay, it's exhibit 9. You have exhibit D9. You have what is called the grievance procedure. And it also specifically mentions a grievance procedure and right of appeal for management staff. Can you please tell this honorable court if at any point in the course of your employment, you made use of this grievance procedure?
No, I didn't, because there was no one to go to.
Okay, thank you.
There was no one above them.
Thank you very much.
I can add, with my first resignation, I did.
No, she said there was no one above.
I said I did not follow that at this time because there was nobody above. It was the 3 claimants against me, so there was nobody above to report to. But for my first resignation, I did, because I did follow the procedure the first time when I was just against a couple and not 3.
So can you please, you made reference to your first resignation and the fact that you had followed the grievance procedure for your first resignation. Can you please point this court to any documents that, proves this or makes this position clear to the court?
I do have some in the evidences that shows that I had a conversation with one of the claimants where I went to air my grievances and how I felt. Yes.
Okay. Was there a written complaint at the time?
It's in the email exchanges between myself and the directors.
Okay.
I had a conversation with one of the directors. On your first question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you please tell the court, between your first resignation and your second letter of resignation, what was the time lag?
2.5 months.
2.5 months.
Yeah. My first resignation was 15th of February and the second was May.
1st of May.
Specifically, 15th of February, 1st of May. Yes, the child. And then she specifically stated the 15th February and 1st of May. Yes. Our first name.
Well, that'll be all for the witness.
Thank you, Ms. Emma. You've been discharged as a witness, so we'll now rise. Thank you.